My name's Rhapsody, his name is Orbital Potato, and welcome back to Slipways. Ignoring the fact that we recorded the last 2 hours ago. How's it going, bud?
It's going very well. How are you doing?
It's been such a long time since we've spoken. I have raised a family. The family has committed mutiny because I was also the captain of the family as in addition to having raised it. Did I mention we were on a boat? That's important context.
Well, to be honest, I think you gave that context by saying that there was a mutiny. I don't know if you can have a mutiny just if you're not on a boat.
Can you not? Is mutiny the boat crime?
I'm pretty sure that it is. Pretty sure.
Damn. All right. Well, I accidentally, unfortunately, did not bury the lead. I unburied the lead. I exhumed the lead. With that statement,
it's difficult to bury anything when you're on a boat. So you know.
You're not
well
wrong.
done.
Although pirates famously buried treasure, not on the boat, but they were often on boats and subjected to mutiny. I'm just saying,
it's true.
There is a universe here where I am a pirate and I've accidentally just confessed, and here I'm trying to play it up as some kind of joke. Such
well, you know
people
what?
Won't know the reality of the fact, which I am a salty sea dog. I've my legs landlubbers.
You know what? You know, just bringing it back to the game, space pirates, right? Space pirates, right?
Yeah,
maybe
we can be some kind of space pirate. I mean, these are the bounding the universe being there. Okay, so this is like a economic kind of. This is America. This is America. It seems like.
Okay.
Vittori, focus on self-improvement. So this is one that we didn't have previously, right? Because we had Bakar, Silphid, and Dender. So we should definitely take Vittori and Aphorians.
Yep.
Let's actually have a quick look at what they have, because we now have more context, and we've provided more context to the viewers as well to be able to look at these.
Absolutely.
So we got the Xeno Lab, which is a human and a water, makes 2 light bulb? Oh, that's a research. They can just research without creating a lab.
I guess so. Okay. Interesting.
Increases the scan radius of probes by 30% and the maximum range of probes by 30%. Probes don't tend to be super expensive, I've found. I guess maybe in the early game, and this is an early game perk, right, with a 7 cost, so maybe.
I can't imagine that I would use one of our very 2 rare tech in order to get slightly larger sensor range. I've never felt constrained by the range of the sensors or anything like that, personally.
Totally fair. I don't think I have either. Researchers gain access to additional level 2 technologies. You get an additional 1 per race is one of the perks we can get here. The alternative perk is...
That's huge.
It really is,
That's
and it really depends on what gets provided. Whenever you colonize a planet producing biomass, you receive a research. Okay, so that's just like an early game bonus to a couple of research points. Like you'll, get 5 research points out of that over the course of an entire...
To be fair, to be fair, that's not huge.
Then we have Xenotourism, unlocks tourist resorts, turns people into money on Earth-like jungle and ocean planets. And then Wave Augmentation increases the maximum range of Slipways, not slip... sorry, not Slipstream. So yeah, literally Slipways. That's neat as well. The perks below, every time a 2-way trade between a new pair of planets is established, you gain 8 coins and get an additional 40 coins when you start the scenario. All of these are like small bonuses. I guess we really want the perks of the other person, right? We'll probably take that and then...
I will say, I think I've played with the tech that allows reversible trade to give you extra cash. I remember it being good, but I mean, there are not that many planets that use reversible trade anyway. So I'm not convinced, but yeah.
So who do you think
what's number 3?
Pair well with them? Dender, Bakar, Silphid?
Silphid, I think, is good, but I think it's only good because I have an understanding of how it sort of all works in the grand scheme of things. That being said, the perks are not, I don't know, they're not jumping out to me as incredible.
Really? Efficient, making any robot making planet is increased by 1 unit?
I'm just trying to think of the number of planets that we had in the last run that actually made robots. We only had like 3, I think. It wasn't. I don't think it was very many. I mean, sure.
It's true.
Why don't we try it and then see if we can try and tech more into robots this time?
No,
like that.
We've other options to consider for just a second here at the absolute least. Soylent Processors Project. All wheat for this planet needs are removed.
Okay, that's an option. It's a big old option.
Also, Food Synth makes wheat, or whenever you upgrade a planet to prosperous, you receive an extra 2. So the perks here also aren't necessarily that great.
Uh-huh.
Let's look at our final option. Anti-signals become asteroids. They also give you more, and planets receiving energy have production increased by 1 unit and earn 30% more income.
I straight up don't think that that's worth it because, I mean, late game, we're fine for money, right? Like, we are always going to be okay for money, I think. So I think we got to try and give ourselves that little extra early boost, so to speak.
Okay, I mean, if we want the early boost, that goes back to Silphid, does it not?
Also, maybe prosperous into research. I'm just sort of thinking that might like double incentivize us to actually get prosperous planets earlier if we're gonna get.
Yeah, let's do that. I like the idea of like starting out with a very, very built home system and then moving out from there. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. This is exciting.
Want to send it?
I'm excited about this. Let's send it. Let's do it.
Love it.
This is exciting. I think research is going to be key, right? Like research is super key.
All right, what can I get the most with? Let's say 5 if I wait for the right time. Oh, it's just missing a 6.
It's almost a 6er as well. Oh.
I think they're like, no.
He's done it. He's done it. Oh, well, it was only a 4, but you know, an in-spirit 6. Exactly.
This doesn't look like that's going to be able to get 5 on that radius. I think we're settling for 4s now.
Yeah, I think
4 there. Group of 4 there. Yeah, I'm not going to super huge.
It's not worth
here.
min-maxing. Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
All right. There's some good prospects here, actually.
We have humans make the rust, and then the rust makes the humans, so they can actually feed into one another. It's just we're missing wheat, although we can supplement that. Is that... Yeah, it is in the first as well. Soylent Foodstuffs can be one of the first things we get.
If we get a good research establishment up and running ASAP, I guess maybe we should try and like build around a research lab. Like, where could we stick a double colony or indeed a triple colony setup and some other resource to input into a lab?
It's a good question.
Is there a place that jumps out immediately? I mean, for me, like the easy one is like the ore output. So there's like, you know, I guess the quadrangle of planets to the west. So the double remnant, ocean, and arid, I believe. That would be double colony, or a hive world, a colony, and then 2 of any resource that you choose from the remnant worlds, I guess. There is something that could maybe be done there. And that would immediately get us off to, I mean, a fantastic amount of research. But so obviously requires a lot of wheat and stuff to be input to the system.
Yeah, and we can hang on that for just a little bit. Not far too long, though. I mean, so this needs water and wheat in order to make people. We cannot give it water and wheat at the same time. The sources of that are exclusive at the moment down there. Unless we get one from the primordial up here, I guess.
Yeah, that's another option as well up there. That could supply the wheat or indeed the water. Yeah, I mean, alternatively, maybe we just maybe we lean into the fact that in order to give us a big early game research boost, we are going to have to like accept some degree of unhappiness. If that makes sense. So maybe the early lab placement is just, maybe we just straight up do it and then sort of worry about everything else later on. Okay.
I'm on board. I mean, we still do want to be able to feed it at least 2 resources, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just sort of banking on the fact that we're going to find a planet to the west that will feed the wheat demands of the arid world.
Are we fine with this formulation here? It's literally just so that each of them are feeding back into one another.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that there is I mean, there's not a planet that's around sort of the northeast of the black hole that is going to need to be fed by anything on the west, so I think that's totally fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is already being fed water, so we don't need anything like water export or anything like here.
Yeah.
People coming out of that. Okay, that's not necessarily useful. Let's just start scouting some of these then.
Okay, go for it. And see if we can find something good. And also there's missions actually. We should
Good point, well made.
We should take those missions ASAP.
Oh, I mean, like if we are running down the line of trying to make things into prosperous, I think that's one of the things we go for.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
With one more pair with two-way trades. Hang on. No, I scouted.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, we can get that later. It's just, do we want to tech into Dendar, or what do we want to tech into? Like, what is the tech that is sort of specific that we want to get, that we know?
Well, Dendar is the one that does give us the wheat will produce itself, but in order to get it, we have to
produce wheat.
Produce wheat.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know if that is in order to get it. I think, yeah, we can get Soylent
Oh
Festivals
no,
without that.
yeah, we can get it now. Yeah.
So I think this definitely. I mean, this would be really easy to do. This we may actually... Well, actually, no. If we intend on getting the wheat to always fund itself, we never create wheat. We just make money and then remove the wheat concerns of any planet, right?
It's a great point. It's a great point. Well made. You made a very convincing argument. It is obviously a little bit... It's an easier mission to get the dual trade up and running, so we're going to get less... it's esteem? I think it's called esteem.
Yes.
Whatever. We're gonna get less of it. All right, you want to plunk down the lab then? I mean, I know that it's going to create a couple of planets that need resources, but I feel like maybe we just straight up do it right now so that we can get going with the research and get the early Soylent processor.
Okay. Well, where are we putting it down then? Because I don't see how we can put anything in it yet.
I was going to stick it in the middle of the quadrangle there of the right, yeah, right in there somewhere, right? So we get the second colony on the ocean planet, and then we get the 2 remnant worlds, which produce the same resource, and all of that feeds into the lab for a total of, quick maths, 5? Or something. So I guess it's just like, what do you want on the remnant worlds? Because they can be fed humans really easily from the colonies around the edge. It's just a case of what's the best resource to stick in there. You know?
Good question, right? We might want to end up feeding one of these out into a different world as well. That wants goods. Yeah. That just wants humans. Iceball doesn't really have any operations we can do with it yet. Neither does Euclidean the Desert. This one out here, I guess, takes bots, which we would be able to funnel some of those off. Then the bot creates the wheat that goes back up in here.
Yes, or alternatively, counter proposal.
Yes.
We turn that into a colony as well, and then just pump even more humans into the lab. Like, I'm really trying to like think around how we can make this the juiciest lab in the entire freaking galaxy. Like,
ooh, I mean, like it, but do we ever put ourselves in a position, where like we're so bad off in terms of happiness early that it becomes really rough? But
this system, okay, so let's assume for a second that we take both of the remnant worlds, both of them become ore mines, which are fed by people. That means that the only thing that we really need in this entire system is wheat, and wheat is provided as soon as we get that tech. So it's like a maximum of 2 years, I think, if it's 5 science per year, 10 science for the Soylent tech. That's 2 years that we need to sustain without wheat on our colonies. I think that's doable.
Right, because the ore goes back to these planets, so we can have both these colonies at full... yeah, okay, yeah, you're absolute brain lord. Let's do it.
Brain lord. All right, this is exciting. I think
we don't have an excess person from that planet yet.
Not yet, but we will. It's okay.
We need a person that actually be doing anything.
Okay, hold on. Undo this, so that we at least guarantee our...
No, we don't. We do make this into a colony, and then we fund that up there.
Okay, but we're still gonna need a person from the ocean world, because the ocean world person is extracting on the scavenger world. Does that make sense? The remnant world, even.
Because the ocean world... Well,
The
but
ocean
we
world.
would get the
the ocean world.
person. We would get the person from this colony instead.
It's true, but it would be better if we had 2 people immediately, if that makes sense. So we're still going to get the ore from the remnant worlds, but we're just not going to satisfy the demands of the person quite yet until we get the wheat.
Oh,
am I
right,
making sense?
Yeah, no. So literally just leave one of them unconnected, like that, right?
Correct. Exactly right. And then
off.
we just satisfy the demand as soon as we connect, as soon as we get the research. And then if you fund the colony on the swamp world and then plug that in, then that'll give us a 4th science as well, which makes it 3 years tops.
And actually, that can fund this one's human as well.
Exactly. Oh, there we go. Then that works perfectly then. Okay,
Beautiful.
so that means that we only have -3% happiness, and we're only going to have to sustain that for like a tiny period of time.
Yeah.
That actually works really well, I think.
So
that's a good combo there.
Definitely agreed. So we only need to fulfill the food basic needs on both of these planets. That's going to happen after we get the research. Again, food planet need here as well. That's going to happen after we get the research. So we just need water and chips in order to really fulfill this area out here.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a little bit of exploration to the south of the swamp world to give a little bit of extra intel on maybe we can do something with chips down there. But there's also a forge world to the north, which okay. I mean, that's perfect, right? Like, this is just ideal.
Yeah, just a ridiculous amount of forge worlds right there. One thing I am experiencing though is lack of the dough.
Cash. Yes. I mean, if we are gonna turn that into a chip production forge world, or one of the forge worlds into a chip production forge world, then we should do it before collecting the asteroid so that we can collect a little bit extra sweet moolah, because
Can't do it.
Yeah. Ah, yes.
Yes, that's
All
the
right.
limiting factor for us right now.
Do we maybe want to yoink a suboptimal asteroid, perhaps one off to the west, and then colonize, then yoink the asteroid in the middle of everything? I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Well, I mean, if we colonize, then we're increasing our unhappiness before the end of the year, right? We're on December 21st, so we colonize and then we end up. I mean, we could just blow up this asteroid right now.
Yeah, just take it.
Do you have any better ones? No, just that one. Yeah.
To be fair, I don't think that we are in a position, like, we have a game plan on how to fix our happiness problem. So as long as our happiness problem doesn't deteriorate like in a major way, we're gonna be just fine, I think.
Yes. Definitely seems it. Nanotech, we build that, and then we build across.
Brilliant. That's excellent. And that gives us, oh man, the income is diabolically bad.
If there's any way we can get 2 more science, just 2 more science.
Yeah. Ooh, there is perhaps a four bear ruin. Is that possible to connect up? There's one just towards the right of the arid planet. Sorry, the scavenger planet. Just next to the black hole.
Yes.
The little outpost thing. No, the little outpost thing that if you connect humans to.
4 bear, got it.
You get, yeah. Four. Is that the term forebearer?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, all right. 4 bears.
Yep.
In those ruins.
It's a surprisingly large bear, as we can see, compared to a planetoid structure. There's only 4 bears in there, and it's basically half the size of a planet.
It's actually made of bears. That's the thing. It's the structure is the bear.
Good on them.
Well,
Who
4
would
of
have
them
known
anyway.
that, like, the first Earth-based spacefaring race would be the bear?
Yeah, well, 4 of them, yes. It's only 4 of them. They're the only 4 that have ever got out, but yeah.
Got it.
Okay, what's next? I mean, we got a game plan to fix all of our food needs. This is... I actually feel remarkably positive about this. This is all pretty good.
It's doing pretty well. The water providence to here would be nice, but also we don't necessarily need to do that. One thing I do want to see is, can we see our abilities? Yeah, we can. Whenever you upgrade a planet to prosperous, you receive 2. Damn.
This is okay. Can I hit you with a double rewind? I think it would be better if we used the forge world on the left to create the chips. And the reason that I suggest that is that forge world at the very south would be a primary goods manufacturing location to supply to the ocean world and also to the colony, I think. if that makes sense. The swamp colony, and also the ocean colony.
Right. Yes, because we are going to have to worry about goods because we're not going to be enlightened constantly. Good point. Well made.
Correct. And I'm just sort of thinking, if we... Oh, actually, yeah, I'd forgotten about that. I'd forgotten about that connection from the scavenger world to the nanotech factory. Because that slipstream's going to get in the way of goods production to the colony when it eventually comes online.
I mean, if we are focusing on research, we'll probably end up getting slipstreams early.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering, maybe we see if we can try and find another... Maybe we have a little scout out to the left. If you do an undo, then maybe have a little exploration out to the left to see if there's any mineral deposits out there. I'm really trying to find a way that we can get two goods factories connected. I suppose, actually, yeah, we'll be totally fine if we want to, I mean, we got Forge Worlds for days, dude. I don't even know why I'm worried about a single goods factory producing all of the goods for everywhere.
This hive world can just make 2 people for nothing eventually.
Yeah.
And then it'll take
free
goods
real estate
as well.
Yeah.
This takes goods. We can get the goods supplied by this Forge World up here.
Yep. Powered by the mineral plant to the north.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We can throw people up there eventually with Slipstream. Not yet.
This is good. It's just, yeah. How do we want to do this?
Should we try and get up a second lab early?
I like that idea a lot, actually. I think that's great. It is bold. Very bold.
Let's check out some stuff to the north, see if we can find a production area.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't actually think that there's a need to necessarily satisfy the demands of our populace yet. Not yet, anyway.
No. They can be hungry for a while. It's only when they have starved to death and can no longer work that we need to worry.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
Those were really rude.
That's a lot of Jabadi planets up there.
No kidding. Well, that's
there's
not necessarily going to be where we want to produce then.
The lack of money is problematic.
Just a bit. I did rewind until this asteroid was not collected, so we have 12 more that we can collect.
Oh yeah, maybe.
And in fact, if we undo... Oh, no, we can't undo those. They were the probes. Damn. If we had colonized one of these, we could have gotten an extra 6 out.
Maybe just colonize maybe just yoink the north asteroid and then just reset up that little nanotech route. Oh, that's okay. That's whatever. Yeah.
It's just got to be that one. Or maybe we just do wait the second year until we get 10, right?
I hate the idea of skipping 3 years into the future for
we
negligible.
We would just build other things.
Returns. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you.
We can go down here and do the initial plan.
Yeah. I think that's a good play.
So if this is going to be our goods producing factory, and then this is going to be our free people. Well, where are those free people even going to be used, right? This is export people, doesn't use people. We would have to hope there's people usage out here. That's pretty optimistic.
Yeah. I mean, people can be used pretty much anywhere, though.
Oh, here it is.
I guess.
This hive world, we don't have to worry about the slipstream. This hive world will free create humans. Those go down here to the Vern mineral planet. The mineral planet feeds into the Forge world, and then we get our goods.
I mean, it's also the case that as soon as we take over the mineral world, there may very well be about 1 billion other planets that we could investigate out to the west. So I think there's plenty of space.
Very true.
All right, I think setting up the little nanotech thing that we had set up.
So this one?
I think setting that back up would be good, just purely because it's going to give us some form of income. It's going to give us. Oh yeah,
can't even afford it.
It will. It will. We're in August. Yeah, I think that's the
11. We'll be 1 short even with that. Oh man. Yeah, this is where the early science is hurting us. It's
Yeah, I mean,
income.
I don't know what the upkeep of the science lab is, but it's probably fairly considerable. Yeah, it's 5. Yeah, it's quite a lot.
It's pretty
That's quite a
large, but
lot.
also it's just like,
Yeah.
does it make money rather than like the
No.
rest of these feeding each other? I think would be making money.
Yeah, the science lab just consumes it. I think this is fine, though. I think this is fine. A little bit of a shaky start, but I actually think that this is okay. We can recover here.
We certainly can. Are we now actually skipping though?
I mean, we could always just exploit the asteroid and then just focus on something else, like colonize something else as a last action of the... Or, I mean, even just do some probes or whatever.
Oh yeah, probes take months. We can do that.
Yeah, probes take months.
Take that, explore there, finding an Arctic, an ocean, and another asteroid.
I would not do any more probes because our yearly income is still only 4, and that is going to mean that we can only do like 1 slipstream next year.
Right.
Oh my god.
We're trying a thing, is the thing about this one.
I actually think this is okay. Like it is very painful short term, but it will work, I think, long term.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe if you just completed the ore export down to the nanotech world. I mean, what does that change our income in a substantial way? I wonder.
That one?
We
can't even afford it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be next year's purchase.
Yeah.
The only purchase next year.
Oh, that does feel like we're skipping a year at this rate.
Well, okay, only a couple of months, but then we'll have to skip a year. Yeah. So, God, I don't. Yeah, is that the best play?
As soon as we get our tech online, all these planets start and pop off. So
yeah,
I don't think it's too bad.
I think we do it. Yeah.
New technology available. Let's buy something.
I mean, we could if it would. Well,
definitely shouldn't.
Yeah.
There's our 1 construction this year, and then we pass the year.
Congratulations. All right. Oh well, yeah, that's okay. That was sad. That was very sad. We did it though. We did it.
We did. The only problem is now we have to pay for the Soylent processes as well.
Yes. How much?
20.
20. Oh, lordy.
We should focus on creating as much money as we can out of nowhere then.
Yeah. I'm thinking, what is the best? Oh God, this is tough actually. This would have been a really great combo to pair with the guy that gives you 40 extra bucks at the start of the scenario.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Like, imagine having 40 extra bucks. That would be so ideal right now. I mean, hold on. Can we level a planet up to successful? I know that sounds absolutely insane to suggest, but if we could, like, get somewhere, anywhere up to successful, that would be very good. It would be very good indeed.
I don't think so. This needs a import-export route. Nothing currently is going to be able to take those. They're quite high-level resources, for the moment at least. That's too far too. This would need another import route of water. It's really hard to get, considering we've already turned the ocean planet into something else.
Do we just skip forward a year and then do a Soylent project somewhere? I don't know.
I mean, this could connect and provide extra water, which provides extra resources.
Income? Yeah, I would give it a shot. We can always rewind if it doesn't. That's 8 extra gold and a successful planet. Very well done. Good thinking.
That got us our new missions as well.
That's actually great. And more importantly, our income is now fantastic.
Ooh.
We got to. We have to, right? Like, we are science people.
Yeah, I know. It just gives us a really good direction to take it on. And also, it gives us 8 research points as soon as we succeed it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think
Now
that's
we
it.
have 3 for the rest of the season, which is
We got it. We got to skip, right? We got to skip. I don't think there's anywhere. It's so sad, isn't it? Look, it's fine. It's fine. Do we want to do Soylent there, or do we want to do Soylent to the like north and then connect that? Yeah, Pandora 3 and then connect down to the lab. Maybe I don't know.
get an extra human in there.
Yeah. Is there any research that we're really banking on, though? I don't know if there is.
Maximum range of slipstreams increasing by 30% is decent. We
Yes.
could generate money on Earth-like jungle and ocean planets with just people. We'll have an excess of people due to the colonies that we're funding with all of the food. That could be the way that we get the money that we then use to do everything else, right?
Dude, Earth-like to the very left, Earth-like at the very west. That's that, right? That's xenotourism with the extra person supplied by the swamp, I think.
The extra person supplied by the... Ah, yes, because this will be providing an extra person after we fulfill it.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. I think that's it. I mean, we'll get that next year. I mean, if we skip 1 year into the future, we will have a lofty $40 to spend on whatever we want, and we'll have the xenotourism research. So maybe that's a thing.
It's theoretically possible. It's definitely theoretically. Well, it's not hydroponics, right? We create wheat easy.
Yes, I was going to say for free, but it costs a lot.
It's probably not Xenolab. We already have plans for how we're going to create our research.
Yeah, although in hindsight that would have been nice because we had 2 remnant planets right there, actually. And 2 research is nothing to sniff at, but it would still net us the same amount of research, maybe a little bit less actually. But I mean, either way, I don't think this, it is what it is.
So do we just not use any money and skip to the next again? Is that seriously the play?
I don't know, because I'm seeing if we can try and like create some sort of like closed loop system, which is just going to give us more money. I don't know. I don't know if there's somewhere.
So wait, if I just do that, our income is now 23 in. Previously, it was 19, so it cost me 20 in order to get 3 more gold next season. But we are going to be using the money anyway to generate the Soylent processors next season, so we may as well generate 1 Soylent processor and get the income before the next year.
Is that the best Soylent processor to do, or is it better
necessarily,
to do?
Right? We could do others.
Yeah. Try that one. I think that one might be the best. Or not.
Yeah, that increased us by 2.
Yeah. And then there's also the arid world, but I doubt that'll be the one.
Increased it by 4.
All right, okay. All right, I guess that's the one.
Apparently it is the one. Although it's going to be significantly, well, it's not significantly harder. We just have to build out to this Forge world. It's just I was trying to think of I guess, this path is also too long as well. 23.
It won't be if we get the upgrade though. The range upgrade.
Well, that's if we get for the range upgrade, right? Are we going Xenotourism or are we going range upgrade?
True, it's true. I think the northerly most Forge world could supply goods to Swamp World Colony and Arid World Colony, to be honest. If that makes sense.
Which is the Forge world, sorry? Oh, this one.
That Forge world could supply to directly south and then directly south or south. The goods. I think that should be long enough. I believe.
We lock a lot of people like inside here, I guess.
It's true, but some of those people need to go to the lab anyway. Like we're still, when we have the money, we should connect up that route between the arid colony world and the lab. That's 3. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad.
It's too expensive for my blood.
So sad. I think we got to rewind time. I don't think that we can like waste an entire year on one Soylent production facility. I think that won't do anything until we get the Soylent on that planet anyway. Maybe Xenotourism. We can do Xenotourism now, can't we?
No.
Or is it? No, we need to wait until the next year. Gosh darn. I feel like maybe we go on a little bit of a saving spree and then go a year into the future, then see if we can try and get xenotourism on the Earth world, and also get Soylent on the Swamp world, and maybe that connection works.
Okay, so
I don't know.
the spree that we're going on in the moment is what?
I mean, maybe we pop the Soylent into the Swamp world, and then we save for a year, colonize the leftmost Earth-like planet with xenotourism, which we will get next year, and maybe that's enough to pull us out of this dip that we seem to have found ourselves in. Maybe.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Xenotourism, we invent that, we make this a tourist resort, you get a person. All right, and then we skip to the next year again.
oh God!
We do have the ability to get the extra resources in. Oh my God, we can really ramp up the money from this.
Yeah, seriously, actually. But we need. What do we?
It's
yeah, actually, dude. Yeah, you're so right. You're so right. I see what you're thinking. The chips from the south, the goods from the north.
100%. Skip ahead a year, turn this into goods, and then start feeding.
Yes, big sad, but big yes, I think.
Look, if we're gonna lose, we're gonna lose quickly. So don't worry.
Right. Okay.
This gets fed by ore because there's ore directly above it. Do we need?
Are you sure you want to do that?
No,
because we don't have
attached.
We don't have goods yet, so we need ore for that. Dude, now look at this! Look at this! We're rolling in the money. Rolling in it.
Perfect. All we need is now one robot.
And that, oh my goodness, it's super easy to get. Well, I say super easy. It's reasonably easy to get that to prosperous. All it needs is robots, and it's prosperous. It doesn't need to trade with anyone else. Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
What?
That's mental. That's actually...
That prosperous will also get us more tech.
Right? Of course, yes.
Should we prioritize that? Like, try and scout?
Yeah.
A Forge World or something?
I think we should. I think that's Remnant World. Remnant World is robots.
Yeah. Not until next year for us to... Asteroid,
yes,
and then how long would it be to connect? Is 4 to connect. So 6, we have 13 at our disposal. We can do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes, we can. If you're right, we have 1 spare. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! That actually worked. I can't believe it.
And
all right.
any
47
action we
income.
do now just gets us to the next season, and then we can just pop down 2 wheats and pass to the next year again.
All right. How many? Okay. There's only. This is actually completely fine. There's still what 15 years to go. I think roundabout. Yeah, 16 years to go.
Yeah.
17 years. 16 years to go. All right. This is easy. That was a great find. Well done. That was incredible.
I think we do just skip this month though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally out of money.
I think so. Look at this. This is the most prosperous year yet. Happiness is in a little bit of a dip, but it's okay because we have. I mean, we can satisfy two of those demands immediately, but it's just a question of whether we want to. Given that it's going to cost a significant amount of money to get the soil stuff going on the arid world and the ocean world.
Mm-hmm.
If
we can find some way to benefit from the extra people as well, then I think we can justify it. Like, if we can find another tourist resort. That's not close enough, though. If we can find another resort, that'd be good.
Maybe getting Soylent on the arid world and then connecting it up to the research world would be appropriate, because that would get us additional research super quickly as well.
We can make this a tourist resort, and then we can buy the Soylent processors, then we can connect this. It's 19, 39, 49. It's literally 1 more than we can afford right now.
But if we colonize that planet, then will that asteroid become?
No.
Oh no! Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame.
Ain't it just?
It's close as well. It's close as well because that tourist world up there it's well connected. What with the goods that will come from the south, and then potentially the robots from the Forge world or the nanotech from the Forge world. Yeah, I think you're onto a winner there.
I think that definitely becomes a tourist area.
Yeah, I think that's a good play.
Do we have the ability to reallocate the resources that are already allocated somewhere else?
If you click on the planet, or any planet for that matter, you can actually see the slipway. It shows which resources are going where. So on that planet, for example, you can see up in the top right, it shows you that you're trading water, and then down the bottom left on this one, you can see that you can see where the resources are going. If you try clicking them, maybe it'll make a difference, but I don't think it does. Yeah, I didn't think so. So I guess that's a no.
Seems like it, unfortunately.
I mean, the alternative is that we could just spend a little bit of money on probes this year, and then I don't know, take a year off or take a half a year off.
Well, I mean,
so to speak.
If we are doing something like that, we go for the Soylent, right? So that we can actually just get increased income.
Yeah, or research for that matter, if you want to connect up research.
Yeah,
that's pretty cheap.
One person needs to go to each location, so that's totally fine.
Right. 51. Holy cow, that's good money.
Wait, if I turn that into tourism, can I just ship that over now? No. Yeah, because this connection's 19. That's why we were one short.
Yeah. Yeah,
that extra money would really come in handy.
Yeah. Can you imagine starting this whole scenario with 40 additional income? That would have meant that we'd have had to skip way fewer years. But then again, you know, we it's a trade-off. You know, we're getting access to some fine research. And to be honest, the fact that we've got a prosperous planet this early, I think is actually quite remarkable in and of itself.
It's pretty damn good. Quite useful.
There's a connection to be made there if you want to get the mineral planet to the north and then link that up to the goods planet.
Yeah. No problem.
We would
with
need
that.
to find
will
humans.
need to humans up in this area. So maybe we do this and then we scout up in that area.
Yeah.
Can I get all 4 of you? I can. Huh.
Ooh. Is it reachable? Is that within range? Of the
Yeah, I think it is in range of both of them, but that's obstructed there. Unfortunately.
That's a bit of a shame.
Ice balls, obviously.
That's okay. That can be rectified. That can be rectified with the slipway because we'll have slipway relays like super quickly. Ooh, something else to keep in mind: our missions. We need to get one lab that's doing biomass, and I don't think that we have a single smidge of biomass anywhere.
No, we definitely don't. That feels like that one's going to be a little longer than the rest of things, and this is 4 more pairs with planets with two-way trades between them. And that itself is also going to be quite a while for us.
Yeah, for sure. That's a toughie. That's a toughie. So what's the game plan here? What's the strat as you see it?
Find ways to get extra value out of. Honestly, maybe I scout these, looking for a new tourist destination down here, because then we can have next season these becoming a tourist destination, these becoming a tourist destination. Just ramp up our wealth and then start expanding wildly.
I think that's a good call.
Okay.
This is something that I'm very pro.
Ocean planet is a tourist resource. Actually, if I collect this, then I can get that asteroid.
You can get three asteroids, actually.
Ooh, we actually may be able to even connect it up.
Yeah. It's gonna. Oh, that's a Forge World over there. There's a lot of mileage here to make all of the tourist worlds that we see completely satisfied and prosperous.
So this is a 14, which would actually require blowing up both of the asteroids. This one doesn't get anything for being next to anything else, apparently.
Yeah.
Does it?
But that you're probably going to want to take that Forge World to the east of the asteroid anyway.
Yes.
So I would imagine colonizing that first would be free 6 gold. In fact, maybe
it's just
the
skip
mineral planet
then.
as well. I mean, it's December anyway, so yeah.
All right. Let's have a look at our
new
technologies
tech.
first up.
Oh, that's interesting, actually. That's happiness. That straight up does food into happiness on Earth-like ocean and jungle planets, which is interesting and does lead to a level 3 technology, but whatever. Enlightenment. Hold up. Enlightenment. That's a thing?
Oh.
That could actually help satisfy tourist worlds. Just thinking outside the box, as well as regular colonies, obviously. But
yeah, I mean, because what our plan is at the moment is we are using money to bypass a lot of the resources we would otherwise need to build in. And if we're building tourist planets, why not go enlightened and free wheat as well?
I think that, yeah. So we're actually just going to have planets that are completely independent of one another. Like, who cares about slipways?
Yeah. Causes 2 uncolonized planets to trade places. Interesting. Fusion plant turns water into just broad energy. We don't really export water much at all. Habitat, not a pleasant place to leave, but an efficient way to make humans out of non-habitable planets.
Interesting. So that would just be a structure like a lab that you place down. And I presume that you could get Soylent on the lab, so you could basically have a human for free somewhere. Like, you could just insert a human into...
Soylent says all needs for this planet are removed.
I
imagine it doesn't affect structures.
Fair enough.
There's also the hyperdrive here. Unlocks a new connection type, hyperlane. Hyperdrive ships can go around slipways and planets, letting you make connections that would otherwise be impossible. So it's limited range, high upkeep cost, and it just goes around obstructions, right?
That would have a limited use case, I guess. On the very west, we've got a couple of connections that could maybe be realized there, but I don't think there's anything that's too exciting. Enlightenment is definitely, I think...
Yeah, Enlightenment and Slipstream Relay, I think, are the 2 we're going to be likely taking.
We get a third, I think?
Oh.
Do we not get I think we get 3.
Yeah,
I believe.
We'll get a third one there as well, then, if it's available.
I mean, look at this. 57 whole dollary dues to spend. This is exciting.
Exactly. It will only take us 2 actions to spend all those dollary dues.
It's true. So what's the play here, then? What's the play?
So we do have the ability to... Wait, hang on. Wait, was that always connected? Oh, yeah. We bought that, and then we could have gotten that, I guess.
Didn't take the asteroid. It's okay. It doesn't matter, because we're going to colonize that Forge world as well. So that's connected, surely. Do we want to... Yeah, okay.
We could use those.
I would prefer not to, because I think that we can drag the goods from the Forge world on the very west up to the tourist world, the brand new Earth-like tourist world that we're going to create up at the top there.
Yes, but also, like, we can make any of them enlightened, right? That is the stat that we remove if we make them enlightened.
That's true. I completely forgot about enlightenment.
So while this is hanging, we may as well just utilize it, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. I think that'll create it, successful as well, which is good. Oh, look at this money. Look at this money.
I'm looking quite closely at it. I'm liking everything I'm seeing.
I mean, there's another Soylent planet that we could create towards the right in the ocean world, but I don't know if that's necessarily worth the $20 at the moment. I think maybe getting the tourist world up and running is somewhat of a priority.
That one's too expensive. Did we just... I think we may have actually just spent all of the money that we need in order to do the same things. Oh, no, wait, never mind. We can get an asteroid, so we can connect this as well. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, okay, all right. I think that's...
Soylent net. That's... We blow up
14.
That asteroid. 14 is the full connection.
78. Yeah, that's good. And then we can enlighten all of these places, right? Well, next turn, or the turn after, or the turn after, or the turn after, or the turn after.
Let's just click forward and get a bunch of money into it then.
Yeah. This is okay, but this is like exactly the opposite strategy that we employed last time, right? We still have, as indicated by up in the top left-hand corner, a small empire. Like, it's a very limited number of planets, but I think it's actually looking really good, to be honest. I think this is okay.
I really like it. Do we know why Hephaestus didn't need adjacencies with other prosperous planets in order to become, well, successful planets to become prosperous?
I presume because it's a unique tourist trait. It's because it's a tourist resort. And I guess tourist resorts become prosperous under different conditions. I guess we'll see if the other tourist resort becomes... the other tourist resort becomes prosperous.
Look at the other one. Yeah, it just wants extra resources. That's all it wants.
Hold up, though. Hold up. Go click on that tourist resort again. It doesn't look like it can be... it can't be enlightened.
Can't it?
I don't think. There's no option at the right-hand side for enlightenment.
You're not wrong. Why?
Check
Why
out
is that?
check out the other colony, the other ocean world colony, to see if that can be enlightened.
The other ocean world colony.
Just directly north of the.
That one.
Directly north of. Yeah, because it could be like we don't have the money. Oh. Also, is there only one planetary project at a time?
Maybe. Hang on.
Or maybe it's just that we're out of money? Maybe?
Maybe it's just that we're out of money because none of these are showing any effect from anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we are completely out of money, so unless we're like scrapping 2 asteroids in order to do probably not much, we should probably just skip.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, I mean, I'm just thinking, like, are we ever going to scrap those asteroids at any other time? Maybe we just scrap them now, then skip?
Scrap them now, then skip?
Yeah, like, you just rewind and then scrap the asteroids, take them, and then skip forward in time. Because I'm just trying to think of... I mean, in the future, we'll probably want to use our turns more wisely, and therefore probably will not want to stop to scrap a couple of asteroids. I don't know, I'm just thinking. It's up to you.
Yeah, no, it's totally reasonable. Especially considering like we're gonna be balling out of control in terms of money, hopefully at least.
Yeah. Pretty soon.
Yeah, this whole not being able to enlighten them, I'm a little concerned, a little confused by this, to be honest.
I think it's actually okay though. I think it's okay. So there's a forge world to the right of that tourist world, which can be supplying goods. Or in fact, to the west either.
Yeah, but it wants every different thing. So like knocking one of those off is so important.
Yeah,
because then Forge Worlds still need to provide the rest.
I mean, there's the Forge World to the south. To the south could supply goods to that ocean world and the other tourist ocean world. Tolkien 5, yeah. If there's the range.
16, 21. That's going to be out of range.
But it is within. Wait, it is within range, isn't it?
Nope, out of range.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. I guess it has to be the other Forge World then that produces the goods.
Just feels like we got kind of ripped off by Enlightenment there, not really working.
Yeah, I mean, we could always rewind time and untake Enlightenment.
Can we rewind that far?
Good question, but I don't think that we've done any scanning. Yep, there you go. That was fine.
Yeah. Removes the need for goods on planets that require it.
But not on tourist planets, and also cannot be instituted on a planet that already has a project active, I presume.
Just
I think this is fine.
strange.
I think this is fine, though. I think this is fine. I still think Soylent is necessary here. I still think that that's a good purchase, and then getting... yeah. The other thing that the other thing that we should consider is that if we do want to get a tourist world up at the north, up on the Earth, like at the very north, then we shouldn't connect up the swamp people to the mineral mine, as we had in an alternative reality.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, the ones from here going down.
Correct, but we can connect up the goods there actually to the swamp world. The goods from the swamp world to the. Yeah. Brilliant. And then also the research. Like, do we want to pick up any research right now? I know we didn't want to pick up Enlightenment, but
Weather control for weather manipulation. Controlling the weather lets you bring planets that are too hot or too cold one step closer to an ideal Earth-like world.
Yeah, maybe, actually.
We've got a few ice balls out here. There's one
So
there,
I think
one up here.
The way that it works is that I think it's going to change Ice Ball into Arctic.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. I believe that the temperature scale goes like that, and then it'll turn lava into mineral, I presume, and then desert into arid.
Mm-hmm.
I think. So, yeah, just something to consider. I mean,
I want to focus just on getting like a bunch of money early. I'm so stuck on this.
Yeah. I mean, you could still get it, but it obviously is not going to be any use on any of the planets that we want it to be useful on. So it almost seems not worth it. I mean, you could always take the research and then we don't even have the money to test it out. So I was going to say that might be able to give us some intel, but I don't think
we can test it out if we do that and then take it, and then can you... Nothing. Can't have another project.
And tourist worlds, just to check on the tourist world if that's possible. Nada.
Dang. All right, we'll bring all that back.
I mean, I think the play here is we pick a research, because I mean we're gonna be able to pick a significant number of research in Tech 2 anyway, so we don't want to do that connection because we'll need to do the goods to the tourism planet in the north, if you'll recall.
Yes, I do. All right. So you said skip, sorry?
I mean, I think maybe double asteroid pop, and then look at the research again, and maybe see if we take weather manipulation, something like that. Or Haven Worlds. I mean, Haven Worlds is an option. Yeah, I mean, we don't produce any wheat yet, but we could. I mean,
Unlocks Haven World on Earth, like ocean and jungle planets.
Although, to be fair, our Earth-like and ocean world planets are already devoted to tourist resorts. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's probably pass. Maybe plasma containment's pretty good at some point, getting some energy.
I think it is, actually. I think it is.
All right. Well,
and
actually,
also we need to think about...
We should still make something... nothing needs wheat at the moment. Never mind, we're fine.
No, and then we could do some scanning, or we could colonize somewhere.
I think we just focus on economy by closing loops.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, there is the good. Hold on, the goods world to the right. The goods world, the forge world to the very east, easternmost forge world. I mean, if that becomes a goods factory of any variety, presumably the goods factory of ore, that could supply to the tourist world right now, I presume, and maybe make us a few extra bucks here and there.
Sounds good to me.
It's 8 extra bucks, and then it just needs robots and you could even connect that up as well if you wanted to. I don't know where the peeps are going to come from though.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we could connect it. It's just like the peeps will probably eventually come from here, right? And then the slipstream. Actually, can we? Yeah, that would be 17 to send that up there, and then the slipstream would go around there in order to connect it down.
Yeah. What's the slipstream? What's the slipstream that allows you to divert around planets? Because that might be.
Divert around planets is the hyperdrive, although it has a limited cost. Sorry, a limited range and high cost. And this is like max range-ish. 17, it's just 3 short of max range.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, well that's good. So that's a decent chunk of change that we got coming in here. And honestly, that's almost prosperous as well. If we can take If we can take that Forge World up to Prosperous, that would also be good.
If we can make this... hang on. Oh, wait.
Yep.
If literally, if we just connect those two, boom. No?
It needs water. It needs water. I think.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's not creating the resource to go over there.
Yeah,
It's
but
not that
also,
it's
I mean, it
needed
needs...
using it.
Yeah. It needs to be connected to another successful world anyway. I believe the ocean planet, because it needs 3 adjacent successful planets.
Yes,
connected to
that's
Persephone.
this one needing to become successful as a result of that.
So I'm with you. We're on the same page. I mean, we could look at exactly what I was about to suggest.
That's water.
All right, that is water. That is good. That is good. I think
we
that's
do,
good.
because then that connects down here, and that's water for people as well.
That's water for people. Love water for people. Nice. Okay.
Prosperous.
$109. That's excellent. It's really good, and that's close as well. Actually,
we may just focus, like, return to our initial plan, which was just make a core that is very prosperous.
Yeah. We're close as well. I think maybe investing in another tourist resort up to the north. I mean, how do you feel about that? The tourist resort on Bryn 8. Or do you want to fix the bottom tourist resort?
Yeah, I kind of want to fix the bottom tourist resort first and then use the money to do some other stuff. Because if we just focus on our economy the entire time, we'll have a really good economy and we'll have lost the game.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, what about, maybe just a little bit of exploration south of the tourist resort down there? We're still looking for another Forge World. We're looking for something that can get us nano chips or something, maybe.
Sure. Whoa.
Oh, come on. Oh,
there's a pixel
millimeters.
In here. I'm certain there's a pixel in here. No.
Oh, no.
Found it.
He's got it. Incredible performance. Oh, that was a good one as well.
Yeah.
Scavenger world? I think that works. If we get a scavenger world, recycling operation there, that's going to allow us to supply 2 chips, 1 to the good world, 1 to the tourist resort, and then we just need to find some way of getting a colony somewhere, and then we're golden, I presume.
So, wait, hang on. Where are we getting the chip from?
The chip from the scavenger, the remnant world.
Oh, right. So we're using the recycling operation to get that. How are we getting the robot then?
It's a good question. I mean, we don't necessarily need to get the robots, do we? No. Okay, we absolutely do.
Yeah, if we want to get the next level of production, it's both.
All right, that's me out of ideas. I'm officially out of ideas. Alternatively, I mean, we are like
I'm officially one turn away. Here's another idea,
we are like one turn away. We are one turn away from the slipstream relay, which means that we can get any Forge World anywhere to slip around. I mean, that Forge World right there can slip around the planet and provide robots if need be.
It's true. This is definitely true. Okay, let's spend the rest of the year just with however much we can increase our income for the next year.
Okay.
However best we can, rather. So we definitely still can't do... Wait, that wouldn't even do anything. We can't do that one. I do kind of just want to get the people and throw people out there so I'm not struggling on both of these planets again.
Yeah, I mean, go for... actually, no, it won't be worth it because we'll end the year before the connection is able to be made.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let's also think about biomass because I'm conscious of the fact that we haven't made any progress on our missions for a decently long time.
It's very
Getting
true.
biomass would be good.
So a person would make biomass out here, biomass and water. And then, we can make biomass with robots further over. We need to find a place where biomass is made. Oh, biomass is made with people. Biomass is made with people. Both of those.
Yeah.
Do you want to scout these then?
Yeah. Let's go for that.
Oh, that's some more biomass right there. Biomass wave with
That's
robots,
real.
unfortunately. No biomass, but it does make people.
Yeah. I think that's okay. Like, I don't think that there's a... I don't know if there's an amount of biomass that is attached to our lab mission requirement.
It just needs to be 4 in total, and that's either 2 biomass. Well, obviously there has to be a researcher there, so it's a researcher and a biomass and another biomass, or a researcher, a biomass, and another researcher.
Okay. I think that's good. I think that we can. I think we can probably do that from that collection of planets over there, especially with slipstream relays, which we'll get in like a turn anyway.
Yep. I think we skip forward to the end of the year though, because we don't want to colonize a planet and just get the extra unhappiness.
I think you're right. And yeah. Okay.
Unless.
I was way to say unless there's. I mean, there's a jungle planet there, like right there in front of you. Or colony, should I say, that might be able to potentially reach the mineral planet that is supplying to the Forge world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely could.
I mean, I'm just wondering, like, if we're going to be getting a colony here anyway, maybe we... Or what about the primordial planet that's just above the mineral planet there, just to the west of the black hole?
Get the asteroid to do that. This...
Oh, that doesn't give humans.
Yeah. So we could get an asteroid and we could set that up.
Yeah, I guess we could. It's also pretty much the end of the year anyway, so...
It's true.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's fine, I think. All right, so now I guess we're...
Well, actually, hang on. Let's undo that for a second. Because, no, but this only creates biomass out of people. Okay, sorry, out of robots. Never mind.
Yeah.
Do the original again.
That's the problem with these parts. Too much. Okay, I think we plonk down a research lab and we just go and get this mission done. I think that would be my suggestion anyway.
Sure. That would be people create biomass on both of these planets. Right? Because we need a person and then either another person or a biomass or 2 biomass.
Yeah, I think that's the best play.
I mean,
that's the best play.
We could give this wheat for free, getting it to give us 2 people, but then we just have like a surplus of people up in this area. I think this leaves the fewest things hanging, maybe.
I think you're right.
Although we need 2 people to come out of this planet, so... Soylent processors won't even increase that, right?
No.
We need the microchip.
There is definitely a formula here. There is definitely a way to do this. I mean, that's got to be... That's got to... Yeah, so the primordial planet has got to be people into biomass. So,
yeah.
I guess maybe we just work it through logically, like that way, yeah. It doesn't necessarily have to be connected. We don't necessarily have to supply people into biomass.
True.
Although, obviously, we want to. And then that needs to be...
I mean, like...
People into biomass as well.
Yeah, if we wanted to do that, we could just... Oh, we're one short still? We need another person.
There's an ocean world. There's an ocean world right there. If we wanted to... If we wanted to do that...
person? Oof.
Yeah, although, hold up. Exclamation mark... the research. We can get a haven world here. Like, we can get a haven world which would supply a person if needed. Like, there's options here. Self-sustaining ecosystems. We still have 3 tech to take.
We do. I thought we were trying to go all the line down to the hyperdrive first.
I think, well, I don't know about hyperdrive, but definitely slipstream relay.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Plasma water into random energy. Yeah. I mean, like, we can...
Yeah. Oh, that's great, actually. That would be super powerful. In fact, yeah, straight up. That's really good. What planets is the fusion containment thing stuck on?
It is structure.
Oh my... Okay, well, that's incredible then. So you have a water planet that turns humans into water, and then you just feed back a singular chip and then soylent structures on the desert, on the jungle planet, and then you're golden, I think. Does that give us all of the connections? Yeah. And then,
right, and then we soylent that, and then we get what, one extra person? That seems like a lot of busy work to do nothing.
Yeah, that doesn't actually solve our problem of getting the research lab done. I mean, we could just build that structure that we had that completed the mission and then sort of worry about all of the consequences later on. It's an option.
Sure.
That will produce excess water. That will produce excess water, that planet, so I think we've got to have the ingredients here to make this work. We have the ingredients here to make this work.
We definitely do. It's just how efficient it ends up being.
Yeah, yes. I mean, alternatively, the jungle world up there could potentially also aid in... I wouldn't, because that's going to bar undos.
It will.
I mean, if you're feeling lucky, punk, then all right.
I felt lucky incorrectly.
That's okay. I think that's actually fine. We'll have slipstream relays in a turn anyway, so you know we can plan more long term in like a turn.
All right. So then this starts creating people.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be an expensive year.
Yeah.
Do we want to buy the slipstream?
I think we do, yeah. And then I think we try and smash this lab down as soon as we possibly can to get the mission complete.
Mm-hmm.
And then we need to find the doubly connections. Actually, straight up, there's a doubly connection. Don't do that quite yet. Do the do a mineral. There's a mineral planet just south of that ocean world. If that becomes a mine and then that doubles up with the ocean planet that is directly north of it, then that will satisfy one of the doubly requirements.
Perfect.
And then that can be soylented, and then the people can be distributed as you were about to do.
Looks good to me. We could even slipstream around that planet in order to get the water back down here, but then we don't really need the increased production there.
Yeah, and then the lab obviously needs to be connected as well for the mission.
Yeah.
And then, okay, well that's good. I mean, that's just straight up fantastic that we got it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only 2 planets hanging here, and only one of them is really problematic, and that is the chips on the jungle planet. I think.
Oh, oh no, wait, the silent processor won't do anything there until we put the extra chips in as well.
Yeah.
Should we look for a Forge World here? Because there's 2 things that really want their chips.
Yeah. Let's feel lucky, punk. No.
Dang.
Is there any tech that gives us chips? Also, look at our cash, by the way. We are rolling in it, dude.
Absolutely rolling in it. Any tech that gives us chips? I mean, energy, obviously, being created from fusion or some such. Increase the number of connections by a relay for 1. That's also pretty cool. Infrasprays use people as robots. It's kind of neat. We don't really have many sources.
Need for robots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of been avoiding it so far. Improves trade income by 50% across the whole sector. We get most of our money not from trade. We get it from
tourists, I think. Yeah.
What, does that count as a trade though?
Ooh, maybe. I don't think so. I think trade must be created as, you know, the linkages between planets.
That makes sense. Then also Ascension Gate structures. For those who tire of this plane of existence, turns people into happiness.
That's for me. I'm very keen on Ascension.
I'm done with this world.
Sleep replacement too. Also very pogged at the idea of sleep replacement.
Which is... yeah, the 50% trade.
Yeah.
Look, honestly, there are very few of these that I'm not extremely excited by. Enlightenment? Weather control? Hell yeah, make me storm.
I mean, we could still pick up Enlightenment. It just would be less useful. I mean,
I think it's fine to do so.
Yeah.
Right? How many planets could it actually even theoretically affect right now? That one's never going to be impacted by it, nor is this one. This one's already upgraded by something else.
Okay. I have a plan.
Yo.
I have a plan. First of all, I think fixing this area over here with the desert colony world, I think would be great.
Should we slipstream to get there?
For what reason?
Right, that doesn't take that resource.
I think sorting at the left hand side of the board would be good, but I don't know if you can find a way to make that happen.
So that would be people creation up here, right?
Yeah. Alternatively, I know that we said that we wanted to get the tourist resort up to the north, but if that's no longer on the table, then the swamp world can always be connected up to the mineral world. As you used to have it. Like ages and ages ago. I mean, alternatively, that could become a colony, and I mean, we could do anything. We could
make this a hive world, fund it free, right? Actually, let's just see if that's something we can do. Yep, totally.
That's incredible, actually.
3 free people, and then they would just go there and then slipstream around to get to the next. We lock this off from being able to give or be getting those resources from anywhere.
I think that's okay. I actually think, you know what? I think that you're onto a winner with that. Let's do that. I think that's a good play.
We'll slippery our way through those. We also have an extra bot here.
Yeah, that fixes our happiness problems in a good way. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is okay.
And then, do we end up connecting that way? This needs the ability to be adjacent to another successful planet. This will be successful if it gets 1 more import. And it requires a total of 6 import exports. Nothing.
So,
those two don't have a shared import export. They're not going to be able to do that.
My idea was, you see the southmost chip planet right there, the Forge world right there. What if we were to go on like a wild goose chase around like the ocean planet to the south, all the way across to the west in order to supply chips to the tourist resort and also the Forge world over there? Like, we do it with stream splitting on the longest goose chase in the history of reality, or alternatively create another nano chip factory over there.
Let's give these gooses a chase for their money.
Okay. Alternatively, we could explore more to see if there's another Forge world somewhere that's in a little bit more of an accessible location, but that sounds less fun.
It really does.
Yeah.
We'll go for it.
Okay.
All right, that's provides that, and then it needs to go to another slipstream here and then provide to each, right?
I think that should be possible. If it's not, we may have to get streams splitting. Yeah, I think it should be possible to chain them together.
Just too far.
Close, very close. There we go. Actually, it needs more. Yeah, it also needs more ore, I believe, as an imp. In fact, no, I'm sorry. That's 2 chips used effectively.
Yeah.
Still needs a bot. Yeah, still needs a bot.
I mean, if it can't get a bot, if we lock it off from being able to get a bot, it doesn't matter. It's no different.
That's true. You're right. I mean, maybe search south, see if we can. There's a bot there.
If we provided this water and a human, We could fund
That would
both
be
of
the
those just from the remnant world.
Do it. I think follow this thread. Pull on this thread a little bit. Let's see what happens here. Nice.
Okay,
And then we need to find a human. Oh wait, hold on. A haven maybe? I mean, we have tech for a self-sustaining haven world. We have 2 more tech that we need to pick up for this specific level. It's kind of cheap as well. It means that we might be able to advance to level 3.
So that would be the habitat you're proposing?
Sorry, yes, self-sustaining structures. Yeah, self-sustaining ecosystems.
If we want that not to lose happiness, we would have to put wheat into it, right?
Assuming that we don't get Soylent.
Let's just try it and see what it do. So it wouldn't even give out until it takes wheat. And
does it? And it can't be
Soylent,
can it?
No.
All right. Well, that's worthless then, I think.
I think I agree. 2 more technologies here will give us the ability to level up and take the later game ones.
I mean, I think stream splitting and then maybe plasma containment would be really good, but hyperdrive as well, yeah.
Not allowed now. Press the right mouse button to toggle the connect. Okay, cool. So that's obstructed. But if I right click.
What?
So the range is about that far and it goes over.
Wait, what? Okay,
yeah,
so
it goes over slipstreams.
That means the gooses can be chased. All
right, how do we chase these geese?
Chase them geese. If you turn that remnant world into a world that outputs robots, then we can just effectively redo the slipstream relay that supplies the chips from the forge world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. We must have missed out on a year there. All right, this becomes that, right?
Yeah. And in fact, actually, this will take a little while because we won't have enough research points to get hyperdrive and stream splitting, which is required. But you can always supply we can always supply the tourist world with just chips. Also, it's not goods, it's nano chips, I believe.
Yes, you're right.
Dude, I'm excited about this. This is
getting legit.
Yeah, this is getting legit.
Okay. We have this connected to there with that. And then we use the structures to put down a slip relay. Well, I mean, do we even need to put down a second slip relay right now? Oh, no, wait, we do.
Well, can we bridge across... Wait, hold on. Can we bridge across the existing slipways with a hyperdrive? That's incredible. That's incredible, dude. That's incredible. I mean, it's high maintenance, presumably, but like...
Yeah, 20... Don't know what its upkeep costs. Can we check their upkeep cost? 3?
That's just the planet, though, not the hyperdrive, the hyperlane. Yeah, I don't know.
Hypership upkeep was 4, and we only have one.
Okay, I think it's better to slippery stream all the way around the bottom, but maybe only just. Interesting, very interesting. I am interested. You're keen?
Well, I mean, look, we just build hypers if we were going over this path anyway, right? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We have all the tools in the world.
It's true.
We do need to join it to something here, though.
Yep, we can join to another slip relay. Oh.
Certainly put that one down randomly.
Perfect.
Prosperous.
Okay. Now, that's excellent. You're not going to be able to get the second connection without stream splitting. Just to double check. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, too many connections. That figures. We can... I mean, that's coming, though. That's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Soon. Quickly. Is this area fixable with hypers?
It should be, right? We are short people pretty severely right now. We need the ability to give this goods. because we haven't got enlightenment. We don't have the ability to do that. Desert can't help us. Iceball can't help us. This obviously can't give us goods.
I mean, technically, if we wanted to chase even more geese, we could add another layer to that slipstream relay, and once we get stream splitting, we could supply the chip to that desert world up at the top. This is whack as anything, but maybe works. Or alternatively, we could explore to the west, see if there's anything else out there. Might be a bit more helpful.
I like the exploration. I also like the idea of just coming back here to this central deposit, right? Because we may be able to just fix one of these in a way that gives us another... actually... That's out of range. Dang. Oh?
There could be a connection.
Those are, I guess, already connected, so that didn't do anything?
It also takes a little while for the hyper lane to start shooting out robots, I think.
Right.
What about a connection between the arid world and the mineral world? Yeah. What about a connection between the arid world and the mineral world?
The arid world is this one.
Sorry,
right? Yeah?
No, more northly. The two above the research labs. What about connecting them together? Will that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that does work, but it doesn't change anything.
It gives this another import. It doesn't give us an adjacency with a successful, but this isn't importing anything from there because it's not bodies.
Hold up.
Did that. That starts importing bodies. Oh, no, it doesn't. It needs to import water or goods.
Goods from the north. Goods from the north, right? Like that planet right there, the Forge world can become a goods planet and supply the ocean world and also the arid planet directly south.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think that works, and maybe even a mineral connection. That absolutely works.
Yeah, we have the mineral connection here, but it'd have to be through a slipstream. It's too long to be the leap.
It could be slip relayed though. That's cool.
Okay, so this is literally just saying not adjacent to enough successfuls. Like
that can get an extra import and be adjacent to a successful. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That'll pump both of those up pretty successfully. This
one
is
more,
now one more successful adjacency and another import export.
That's a problem. Alternatively, what about plonking down another research lab in the middle there? Like that, I'll tell you what, a research lab with a bunch of connected hyperlanes that just jump over one another, would that not work? Yeah.
As in getting the research lab people, and then ore?
People, yeah, I don't think you can get any more ore from the southern planets, but definitely people, ore, I think is possible. It's the diminishing returns is going to be rough, but it's maybe worth a shot. Wow, look at our income, by the way. It's being decimated. It's actually...
Yeah, it's having a rough time. Both of these are now just requiring successful adjacencies. This only means one more successful adjacency.
Well, I mean, there's a planet to the north that connects them both. If we're able to do something with that primordial planet, then...
Literally just give it an import route will do that?
Yeah. I mean...
Like, if this just connects up there, actually, that's fine. It's just out of range.
I don't think there's any people there, actually. Like, I don't think there's any people left. I think they're all being...
They don't have to be. This will... Hang on. Let me... I think I'm right here.
You may very well be.
If I do... Oh, God. I'll get the money back. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
No, it doesn't count as an import route unless it has floating resources. You're right.
Yeah... It's. I think all of the people are being used for other stuff. I don't know where. There must be people around somewhere. There must be people around somewhere that we can get. In fact, hold on. To the north. To the northwest. To the northwest, there is a people planet that we are going to supply with goods. Right there. That's it. That's the one. With a slippery stream right in the middle, and we're golden, I think. And then there's also, of course, a slipstream to the Forge world. Yeah, that's the.
Yes, let's do both of those. So
This is actually really good. I feel like this has been a real recovery story. This is come back. There's a very a tight economy here, a tight system. Slipstream, it'll be fine. But also, you keep wanting to connect those two places, and I don't know why, because they don't need to be connected.
Just to flex on him. I don't know why you don't want to flex on him so much.
Yeah, I
well,
mean,
okay, this would need to... So the planets that we've already given the Soylent processors to, they would need to import more goods than they need in order to actually increase themselves to successful.
Presumably, we could just import wheat if we wanted to. I mean, it defeats the entire point of the Soylent process, but...
Then that goes there.
Yeah,
there we go.
Okay. That's
another
prosperous.
And
nice.
this now just needs adjacency with one more successful. So if this becomes successful, an import-export route with a...
So it just needs chips, right?
Yeah.
Literally just needs chips. Oh, there's a chip production facility south. Yeah, right there.
And it has an extra chip as well.
Oh, you can... Oh, this is gnarly, actually. Oh, this is cool. I like this.
This has all of the
Honestly,
toys that we didn't get to play with in the first.
It's so nice, right? And then goods up to the top right. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Look at this. This is incredible.
That's prosperous, baby.
What about those two planets? The two planets just south of the research labs. I feel like they could both become prosperous really easily.
It's true. We have the just requires an adjacency with a successful or better, and import-export. That's this. I actually, it's not going to work, is it?
I mean, that forge. If we
doesn't do anything.
Yeah, if we, what about exporting to the lab? What if you try exporting to the other lab? Will that make any difference? It doesn't really count as an export route because there's no additional, there's no additional ore to go around. Maybe pogging up that forge world that is exporting chips is an option. I mean, that satisfies the adjacency successful bonuses if we can get that from established up to successful.
So it needs another import route that's also giving it ore. I mean, we would have to start expanding out this way.
I think that's fine. I think that's okay.
Oh.
That's it.
Ore production
that's it.
that generates into both, sure.
That's perfect.
Wait, hang on. Which are we generating into?
Well, both ideally, I think.
That's the prosperous there.
That's prosperous. Brilliant.
It's going to need
And then we need
person
to-
and water if it wants to become much larger.
Actually, okay, hear me out on this one. Jungle Planet becomes a person. Like, we get a person, a colony on the Jungle Planet, and then we add an additional person to the Remnant world that is north of the Forge world. And that will turn it into prosperous as well, if I'm not mistaken.
That'll do it,
If we add another import.
So this goes out here, and then that goes further up.
Correct.
And then I guess this comes down here, getting us the...
Yeah. I mean, any combination works. There's two planets there that make chips. And that's a prosperous planet. Oh my goodness gracious me.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
This is working, dude. This is actually working.
It's real. The dream is real.
The one problem is... actually, hold on. I'm going to suggest that you undo all of that. Because I think that there's a better order that we can do that will allow us to... that's fine. It will allow us to get a second dual way trading lane. So if you get the mineral planet and then the colony up and running... Actually, no, that won't do it because the colony doesn't require ore. It's so difficult to do. It's so difficult to do the dual way connections if we're not getting wheat, because wheat is so easily produced by humans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think of like any way that we can get these dual lanes, because having that mission hanging over us is going to lead to a 500 loss of score at the very end if we can't clean it up.
We've got 7 years left. I think we have enough time to rectify that final mission. We won't be able to take on like a third set of missions, I don't think, though.
No, I think you're right.
All right, let's
you're
set this
right.
up as it was
Yeah.
previous, I think.
Yeah, redo that.
Which I may have forgotten. It's that, then that. Then that, I think, and then this got the Soylent processor and didn't need to leap in order to get to there.
No, wrong one. It needs to be between the mineral. Oh, actually, sorry. Yeah, no, that's totally great. That's totally fine too. But I was gonna do the mineral to the
it doesn't accomplish
to the forge
anything.
world.
Yep.
No, wait, what?
This doesn't accomplish anything.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you. It was supposed to be that one up to the prosperous prosperous to be world up at the top, the remnant world up at the top. That's the ticket. There we look at that. Look at that. Look at the research that we have, dude. We got so much research.
Yeah, no kidding. We should probably invest in our next technology. Actually, hang on. These ones are locked at level 3. If we got a really cheap technology, we might be able to buy something here, like a 15 and a 21 or a 15 and a 28. Maximum hypership range is increased by 60%.
And also there's hypership upkeep as well.
Ooh.
But Infraspace Mastery is great because I mean it's just a great tech.
But do we need that when we have all this? Like, how much movement tech do we actually need?
That's true. It's true. We got a lot of movement tech already.
Maybe we just take something like I don't know, maybe even Enlightenment. And then just get the reactionless drive.
I think that's a good chat. I think definitely Enlightenment for sure. And then
drive.
Is that how many level 3 techs do we get actually? Just so that we know what to plan for.
Any amount, it looks like. Doesn't give us a limit.
Okay, that's incredible.
7 more years to capitalize on it.
Look at all of the prosperity.
We have truly created a society that will stand the test of time. We should try and just focus on making them more things. Well, no. We fixed this, and now we fix the mission from the Euphorians, as you mentioned previous.
Yeah.
Water in a trade.
I think that we should try and colonize planets which specifically will give us the backwards forwards bonus.
Yeah,
that would be my suggestion.
It's what I'm trying to find a source of here. So this is people makes biomass, and then this is biomass and wheat makes people, which we can remove the wheat requirement.
Yep, I think that's a good chat.
Also remove the wheat requirement there. We don't need to do that yet. Doesn't change anything. Let's get these two.
Yeah, so that's the second connection. Good stuff.
This also has an excess person that can go nowhere.
Yeah, could go to the left, could go to the mineral world, or to that world over there. That's great too, actually. Yeah.
Solves all of our people problems up here.
And then if you soylent both of the planets that currently need wheat.
This one still needs the microchip regardless, though.
I think we can add that through the goose chase, right?
No, because we didn't get stream splitting.
Ah, you're right. We didn't get stream splitting. That's a spanner in the works there, that's for sure. I mean, we can.
We'll find a way around it.
We'll find a way if we explore to the right, I guess, maybe.
Let's give this the Soylent processor. It gets an extra person, and then we'll create this.
Okay.
We haven't done any of these yet. Make it a tourist attraction, turns people into gold. Money, rather. Study the life forms, just get 6 initially.
I think study the life forms, to be honest, is probably worth here. I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't seem bad. It doesn't seem great, but it doesn't seem bad. How many?
Oh, hold up.
Just the stable jumps. Sorry.
I just realized by connecting the Arctic world to the biomass world, because we're using biomass to create humans, that actually satisfied the third of the dual way connections. So we only need one more.
Okay.
That's legit.
Where are we going to be finding that one then?
It's a great question. I feel like we're so close, though. Like, we are so close.
We could do some scanning, right? We haven't looked for new
hold up.
planets in a while.
Towards the right? Okay, I think there's a way here. So there's a remnant world directly north of the ocean world at the very right here. And that remnant world can't produce goods. That's stupid. If we can find a... Okay, no, scrap that idea.
Oh, no. It's a good idea. Recycling, and then that goes to this one, and then that's the person back. Right? We just need to be able to get over there, so it's a slipstream.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that was absolutely my plan all along. Yep.
And then this just needs to have Soylent, and it'll fund back.
Boom. Oh, man, perfect. Okay, wow.
We have 6 years. We may take on a new set of missions here. Oh, we have to.
Yeah.
Establish a lab studying robots. Increase your population by 4 people. Establish 3 more import hubs. Planets receiving at least 3 imports. Planets receiving at least 3 imports.
That's tough. I feel like that's tough, but not impossible. The robots, I feel, is probably most achievable, although we'd have to get, like, robot infrastructure set up, because I don't think we have any robot infrastructure at the moment.
Not really, no. I mean, if we would only have to create 1 robot, right? And a bunch of people.
It's true.
3 people and 1 robot would get it to 5, would it not? Or does it have to be 2 robots?
Oh,
let's check.
No,
right?
so people give 1. People give 1 research, and the item gives 2.
Yeah, the resource itself. So if we had 3 people in there and then 1 robot, that's 5. Right?
It is. I don't know how diminishing returns like stacks into this, because if you look at that research lab, it's only giving us 4, but it should be giving us 6.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, so we may need a 2nd robot then.
Correct.
I still think
or
we
even
probably
a 3rd.
take those. I don't really want to go for the Dender option.
Yeah, I think that's doable. I think that's doable. It's going to be tough, but I think that we can do it. And if we can do it, then we get more esteem. And if we get more esteem, then we're laughing.
Absolutely.
Do we have any Forge
off.
worlds that we can immediately use?
We do not. I think we should probably send out some probes, though. It's been a very long time.
Hold up. Before we do the probes, do you want to perhaps undo the research? Just like if we're not able to...
No can do, senor. For some reason, I cannot undo.
Oh, okay. I guess you cannot undo research selections. Okay.
I thought I had done those in the past, though, so...
I'm almost certain that you had. Weird. Anyway, we just gotta hope that we find a robot world. And where would the best place for that be, though? That's the real question.
I guess
south or east. I
anywhere
think.
extremely dense, even up here, could be it.
Yeah, because we're limited by turns, not by anything else. I don't think at the moment.
Ugh.
And it does. That's a Forge world. Good. It's good.
It's a Forge world. There's also a Hive world near it where we can just create a bunch of people for free. Although we only need 1 of those people. Give me that planet too.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. That's also value. That's good. That's good. So nice. I think, to be honest, that doing what was our other mission? Import hubs. Create 3 import hubs as well. I think that's a good call. What you're faffing around with there. That's
yeah, it's just
a good mission.
It's gonna be a
little
little
expensive.
Range?
Can we get range on our hyperlanes?
Yeah, let's do that right now. That's great point well made.
I think that's super easy. There you go.
Yeah, that's gonna take like a lot of a hub built around it to actually continue going up, but that's fine as it currently stands. We have the ability to do
water or
I'm just gonna put down some stuff with all of the money. We're limited by time right now, but I'm gonna just make these a little bit more efficient.
Nice.
So do we want to hop that into the middle, or do we want it on this planet?
Import hubs. Anywhere that we can make an import hub would be brilliant.
So we are currently importing.
The arid. If you can, Arctic, because there's 2 double lanes. There's 2 double lanes to there. Yeah, that's an import hub now. Brilliant. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, it did count as one.
Yeah.
Connect it normally though.
What else? Okay, I've got a route here. If you want to do, yeah, that's exactly it, actually. And then also the humans from the next door planet.
From the next door planet? Sorry, this one?
Correct. Yeah, that one right there, Hercules 7. The humans into the mineral planet. Or that too, I guess.
Oh, into this... Sorry, this mineral planet?
No, the other mineral planet. That one, yeah. Because that'll turn it into a hub, I believe.
Nice.
Yep,
Well done. You're right.
That's the second hub.
You keep an eye out for the hubs.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of where we could do. I think, to be honest, I think this area is pretty well taken care of. I think maybe there's a couple of opportunities at the right.
I was really hoping
Perhaps
for more water.
Yeah. Or even just like, if there's like a collection of 3 Forge Worlds in any location, that would be a given that we could get. That we could get robots. There is robots on that scavenger world, actually. I wonder if there's any...
Scavenger is...
Sorry, the remnant world to the south. The very bottom of the screen right now.
This one? Ah, yes.
Yeah. There's robots there, and I wonder if there's... What's that little planet that has not been discovered yet? That could be a Forge World.
It's a Forge World.
It's actually a Forge World, dude. What the heck?
Okay,
I
so
think
we can get people from here, we can get robot from there, and robot from there. We're going to need another people.
Ocean planet to the south, or alternatively, there's a desert planet all the way to the south that already has people production.
No, this one.
Yeah, right over there. This is miles away, I know, but I mean, double slipstream maybe?
Yeah, I still think we do it.
Yeah, I think it's still worth. So we are, what, 3 years away from completion? And then we just need to try and make one of these a hub, I guess?
Yeah, I think... So wait a second. Is this going to be creating our people? And we're just not... Wait, no, because we have to have the Forge involved for the bots.
Yeah. And then we'll, yeah,
the lab's going like here, I guess?
Yeah. Okay, 3. Oh no, that means we need 2 more people. Or another robot somewhere.
Nope. No robot. No robot.
Okay, we have 2 years. Officially, this is...
That's okay, because this has got robot. No.
So close.
I mean, we've only got 2 years. I think we take the straight up payment rather
cash.
than...
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Do we have any more of those that we haven't exploited yet? Because I know that we left them hanging for a little bit. There's one out here, but we don't have any...
peeps nearby. Oh, there's one right next to... Well, next to the base, actually.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Sorry, one right there, yeah. But I don't think there's any people nearby either.
I mean,
we could think of...
We could make this into a 2 people and then just fund both of them off of that. I kind of like the idea, right? The benefit might be huge. Turns into 2 goods. We already have floating goods there. We could provide goods to each of these planets.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anywhere else that could... I'm really trying to like think in terms of hubs.
Oh, same thing up here as well.
Goods, more goods. I don't think that we're going to be able to rewind time and uncover. And yeah, no, we're not able to rewind time. So that can be soilented.
Yeah.
Maybe don't soilent it.
Just trying to remove the negative happiness modifiers right now.
I know. I'm trying to remove the hub modifiers. Trying to find some way to get just like an additional bit of something.
Where
we
is
need
the... We must have at least one other facility creating bots, right? Yeah, we have one down here. Are we really going to slipstream that all the way up here in order to get the bots?
No, I think the correct play is to actually do the 2 planets.
Infraspace relay and do that.
Would that help get additional people?
We can
might
use people
actually.
as bots using cybernetic. Well, that I don't know how that would work in researching them though.
Oh, we actually totally could. Wait, hold on. Sorry. What is the cybernetic bodies tech?
People are used as bots. But we're already feeding people in there. I just don't... Would it count this as an extra person?
That's a great point, actually. But, I mean, there's a primordial planet there, and there's also an arid planet, or sorry, an Arctic planet just to the south. I mean, those are 2 extra people, which would get the mission. Done.
This doesn't have people creation.
Sorry, you're right. You're right. I mean, there's another little tiny planet there, which is... In fact, yeah, there's more stuff up in the corner.
It's another primordial.
3 people. Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it either, given that we're 2 years out, and then we're creating so many problems that we need to try and solve here.
Exactly. Gosh. You know what? It's just going to be one of these. Forge World. Boom.
Yeah.
The Forge World blew up a very long time ago, and now we just have floating space dust of the Forge World. That's what's happened there.
Yeah.
The headcanon I'm going to be working with.
Nope. Not even a remnant world, eh?
Oof. Hard whiffs across the board on that one.
God, this is so
Okay,
rough.
hang on. Let's go back to looking at our prosperouses and see if there is any way in and amongst them we can just create a hub, right?
Yeah.
So this is not adjacent to enough correct planets. So like literally that connection just gives it another successful adjacency, although it doesn't have any export-import requirements there.
Yeah. It doesn't do anything. So it's not gonna change anything.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even change its path.
Yeah. You could do from the Forge world there to the jungle world that is currently traveling to the Forebearers. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You could do the goods output. Sorry, not there. To the Forge world that outputs goods. Because that would make it a successful planet.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Right.
Okay, apparently that wouldn't make it successful. Oh, it's not successful unless it has
another export route. I mean, it could just literally export right there.
Yeah? Yeah, go for it, actually.
Turns those both successful?
That almost turns that into a hub, actually. What do we need? We need more humans over there?
There we go.
Okay, that does the job. You know what? That's absolutely fine. That's excellent.
we have 11. We have 23 months.
That's actually fine. I think this is totally okay. Worst case scenario, we end up creating a couple of unhappy colonies in order to satisfy the mission. Best case scenario, we're able to satisfy everyone's needs and everything is great. What's an ascension gate? Like a 48 tech, a 48 cost. Maybe we...
Literally, it's just people become happiness. If we have a bunch of excess people in an area, I mean, like 2 excess people up here.
Yeah, not many, actually.
Yeah, really, we don't have that many hanging. 1 there, I guess, but we could... Yeah, that could end up going somewhere else. 1 person down here. Yeah, we really don't have that many. I think I'm going to undo teching into that. And then I think I accidentally undid the completion of the mission as well, which is this.
I think it was what? Yeah, that was it. Good stuff. Foreign's tech discounted by 20%. Okay, and then we need to pick some research. I don't think that's necessary.
It just needs 4 import. Sorry, 2 more imports exports, and that is 1.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So literally, if it can take a person to any location, like it can't go there.
Already exists.
It could totally go here.
Do it.
Boom.
Nice. Yeah, we need to sort out the mission, the lab mission. That's the priority, I think, to get that done.
Mm-hmm.
Like over pretty much anything else. I don't think the 4 Bear Ruins are worth that much. We just need to find some way to either get 2 more people over there or 1 more robot. And I have no idea how on earth.
Start with that. Really?
It's so garbage, dude. It's so garbage.
Whiffs constantly. Gains 1 happiness for each person working in a laboratory.
That's actually so value. That's incredible. What about... Okay, hold on.
Yeah, infraspace mastery and then just connect it. That's the one that we have in our back pocket all the time.
What about cybernetic bodies? What if you take cybernetic bodies, see if that like immediately fulfills the mission?
It do not.
It do not. Is there any way that we can like introduce an extra person just to test?
I think it's going to say...
I don't know.
Yeah, it just says unlocks using them as that. I think it's probably only unlocking using them as the start of the conversion factor rather than for a structure.
I think you're right. You're right.
Wait, we have 1 more year, so we get another 13.
Yes.
So our total science is going to be 67, which means we can take infraspace mastery. And do we not?
There's nothing else.
Yeah, but
There's nothing else.
Where's the one that we just took from this? Oh wait, it's still in here.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not in there. Wait, what?
What are you looking for? Bottom left, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, it's the technocracy I was looking for.
Yeah.
At a laboratory.
I think that's worth picking up because we have a huge amount of labs.
Do we have
so it's at least 4% happiness. We have 3 labs. Each lab produce. In fact, there's 7 people working in labs. So it's 7% happiness. That's pretty massive. In fact, 8% happiness because we have 4 labs. Yeah, we have 4 labs. That's an immense number of labs.
Okay.
So I think Technocracy is worth.
Give us an 8% boost.
Yeah. I don't think that we're going to be able to pick up anything else. I think it is now just a case of trying to fix that mission. Trying to find another place for robots or 2 humans.
Getting we could have gotten the 8 from that as well. It's so good.
I mean, we could still do that if we manage to complete this mission in a quick enough time.
No, it's the Dender that do that, and we're completing a mission for Vittori. We have no Dender investment.
We could start a new mission after we get done with this one. That's what I'm saying.
Not wrong.
Okay, where's the other area that produces robots? Like we've got 2 areas that produce robots. What are the chances of us just like chaining all the way across the map with like the longest hyperspace? I actually think that might be totally the thing to do.
It's a month to build a slip relay, so we would go like
go direct. You can just
Oh
you
yeah,
just go direct, straight over the top. And we have a 60% increase to length, so I think that we can make super long.
It would take us
here.
like 3 jumps to get there, I guess.
I think so. I think that's worth it, to be honest, in order to ensure that we don't complicate things any further with anything. I mean, 122% happiness. This is looking really good. It feels strong.
Just trying to make absolutely certain that I don't blow up the amount of time left.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. There we go. I think there might have to be one more
slippy stream in here.
1 year remains. That's okay. That's good. That's fine. Okay, we're in March. Mission complete. good stuff.
All right.
Good stuff. And that actually got us a little bit of extra research points, but I don't think it's enough. New missions are available. Anything that you want to...
3 new technologies. Get 1 more producing planet to be... I mean, look, the rewards for that are also quite low. 8 more planets with the 2-way... Okay, that's not happening.
Yeah. I think getting one more... Getting one more planet... Getting one more people producing planet to be successful might happen, but let's see if we can identify that planet before, like, doing it.
Sure, this becomes people producing if we just export that ore, and that
ore no,
can go there.
It's people producing rather than people...
Oh, it kills. That makes sense. This just needs a... this just needs a rock in, and we have... This can literally create the rock that goes in there. The good.
I think that's totally doable. It's just a trade-off between, do we want to... hold on, there's a slightly shorter route to the jungle planet just south.
Ah, yes.
That might work. So in the same sort of vein. Yeah.
So
but don't so obviously
it.
undo and then okay. Right. I think that's the play here. I love this. Easy. And now does that give us the research that we're after?
Establish a lab studying water.
Since we advanced them to level 1, does that mean that you can get your extra research points in the 4-bearer ruin up at the top?
Yeah, it's true. You can do that.
It totally does.
We can also turn people into happiness, but I guess it's the research from there. Okay, how many? We have 9 months left.
The only area of the Empire that is upset with us at the moment with regards to resource supply is in the west. There's 2 planets, I believe, out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's fix those. Let's make those a priority of us.
Even that might be a challenge.
Yeah, we may not have the time to do so. The ore from that...
Yeah, it's a toughie. There is a planet that just needs water. There's a mine that just needs water, and then maybe there could be a connection between 2 of those planets. Somewhere. Sorry, this would be ore to Forge World that produces robots.
Or to the Forge World.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the one.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, it connects to one of them.
Yeah. But I don't know where we get water from. Because there's obviously like a lot of stuff that can be done. It's just whether we have enough time to do it.
People can create water here, so we can go people make water, water makes that, and then that goes over there.
I think the time may be expiring before that point.
It may well do, but let's give one quick final inspection to our prosperous areas and see if there's anything that like is one connection away with a hyperspace gate or something like that from being prosperous. Because like right now, we can get infraspace mastery if we just take this as the research.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, go for it.
Let's improve the trade income and just see what that would do. That literally doubled our income.
Yeah, wow.
Maybe we should have done that a while ago. Just a little bit.
We're not wanting for money. Like, we're fine for cash.
Infraways.
I mean...
Pass under, but they can't cross other infraways.
Okay, can you try... Wait, what does the Forge World need... What does the Forge World need to pop off?
That didn't count?
No, that didn't do anything. What is the Forge World in the center of our regional area? How does that the one that's currently exporting goods to the prosperous planet? What does that need? It just needs one more import or export.
Unfortunately, it doesn't make enough to go out to anything else, so it would have to take in another ore.
Yeah. And there is no chance of that happening, I don't think. You could connect that up with a hyperspace. Or an infraspace, but
through infraspace, letting them cross with substandard slipways. So wait, I wouldn't be able to just build this here and then build one up there and then connect them through, right?
No,
it has to go through this area.
Yeah, I believe there is a teleporter gate, which is very cool, and I've played with before. It's very, very cool. But no. Legitimately, I think the best course of action is just trying to solve our 2 colonies that do not have all of the needs that they need. The needs that they need?
Yep. We need those needs to be met.
Yeah, we need those needs to be met. So, you know, there's ore production at the bottom of the world there that you were just looking at the bottom of the map. Deep South. That one, yeah. What's the chances of getting like 1 slipstream relay between those 2 areas and that fixes the Forge world?
We can hyperlane a slipstream there and then hyperlane it up there.
Yeah. If that maybe works, then that would that would maybe be suitable.
Accidentally double clicking there apparently. Really?
It's that's like super close.
Apparently not that close.
Ah, that's a shame. That's a real shame. Is there a more direct, like a very straight line between the 2 places? Because it's a little bit off center at the moment. Oh, that can go miles more. That can go way further.
We got that, definitely. Really?
Come on. Come on.
It's given us basically the same limitation and range that it had last time. What's going on, bud?
That's a shame. If we can make this work, then I think that there is every conceivable ability for us to satisfy every single need here. Because there is also, if we can make that work in 2 jumps, then first and foremost, that solves the robot need. But then there is also another Forge world in the south that is producing chips, and that could do a similar sort of hop, skip, and a jump across reality.
Why is that one so out of range compared to the previous? It seems equidistant, if not longer.
Yeah.
On the start passage, that is.
Try with the chip producing Forge world in the south. So right there. Chip producing Forge world, the current yeah, that one, Tolkien 5. I mean, what if you could chain that all the way across the map to the jungle planet up at the top? Oh. This is yeah. You see what I'm saying? All the way up there.
This could go here in order to complete this as prosperous, or it could go out here
to make it not unhappy. Yeah. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options here. It's that's what I love this game, right? Is because you have to make these trade-offs that really suck, but my goodness me, it makes you think.
Don't it just? Oh, I can see myself losing a ridiculous amount of time to this game. I both thank you and curse you for introducing me to it.
I have like really tried to restrain myself from playing this game in my spare time because it's just so easy. It's so satisfying to link up a slipway. Like, it is so satisfying to hear that clink, clink, bing. It's just, oh, it's so good.
Oh, it just works exactly. Oh, yeah!
Exactly.
That experience on repeat.
I think that hyperlane might be able to go a little bit further, actually.
Let's see exactly how far we can go. Right about there.
Oh, come on. Please. Please.
Really?
That's millimeters away.
Let's move it just a pixel back. There we go.
Oh, come on.
We're just getting teased by the game constantly here. Let's just go to the north. Finish that prosperous one.
Why? I mean, you could always just... We might have enough time to do both of the projects, even if it does involve the construction of an additional Is that better than fixing the... Is that better than fixing the unhappiness, though?
Well, past shortages are giving us the majority of our unhappiness. There's 3% from unemployment, which is a bit bad. The 2 resource shortages are the ones that we're thinking about on those planets.
That's 9%, though, from... That's 9% from 2 planets that do not have resources.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that would be... I mean, I think that the swing that the resource shortages... I think that it's a bigger swing by fixing the resource shortages than turning a planet prosperous. If that makes sense.
Yes. I agree,
I mean,
but let's see if we can just do this regardless.
Yeah.
Nothing doing up there for that.
No, nothing at all.
Do we ever colonize a planet and just like see if there's more stuff out there?
It'll show you the planets, but you'll need to waste probes on them, and it'll take time. Probes take a month, I believe.
Yeah. It's a lot of time.
I think just chaining from the bottom of the map up is what we do. Whether you want to rechain the chip forge world or not is up to you. But I certainly think that we can make the slipstream relays work, even if it does involve three connections here.
1 connection.
Yeah.
2 connection. That takes a month, and then that takes a month as well, and it completes it.
Yeah.
We get to December.
So it does fix something. To be honest, I think this is as good as it gets. It's just a case of whether you want that extra prosperous planet or whether you want the extra...
Honestly, if we just pay for Soylent reactors here, we remove part of the resource shortages.
Do we?
Apparently not.
Yeah. Interesting to note, though, that that does not advance time. So planetary projects, I guess, do not advance time.
Very, 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 very true.
So I guess it's your choice. It's your choice, Raps. Do you want to keep that Forge world prosperous, or do you want to fix the chip supply on the?
I think I'm gonna look to see
world.
if there is anything we can just make prosperous. Like if this exports water or imports people right now. In fact, like that connection. That's not a connection because it needs the water out. Raps. Raps.
That's close. What about south? Yeah, there. Yeah. Oh, that's close as well. That's not gonna.
Yeah,
it's not gonna do
anything.
There is a mineral worlds.
Yeah. Can't connect that. I'm not. All right, let's look at some of the other ones. Maybe they have a easier requirement as well. Adjacency with something as well as an export or imports. Don't think that can be achieved here. Actually, no, it can. If it jumps over that, right? The extra person from here comes into here. That's an export import, and it's another adjacency.
Okay.
Prosperous.
Nice. Oh my god!
Yeah!
Oh man, that's incredible. Oh wow. What a game!
We spent that skipping the first half.
Wow.
Just waiting for money.
That is a comeback story and a half. Oh my goodness gracious me. Wow, we had more prosperous planets than successful planets, and almost more than established planets.
You mentioned before you hadn't seen 4 stars, so 3 was your max. 2 was my max in the one I played off camera. We have combined to the full 5.
This is honestly exactly what I was hoping for. This is brilliant, man. This is wow. And the Empire wasn't as big as it was last time. Much more tightly packed. it was better, obviously. Wow, this is at 128% happiness.
Yeah,
wowzers.
it's the 128% happiness that did it for us. Because if that was the 104 that we had in the previous one, or 114 or whatever it was, it wouldn't have broken 12,000.
So what was it that gave us the happiness? It was labs and also you can rewind time and actually just have a little look.
Prosperity is a huge amount of it right there. Technology as well. We got a decent amount for the amount of technology that we've researched. And then we just managed the ones that were small decrements there.
Wow. I'm incredibly impressed. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, wait. What was the move again?
It was...
that one. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, damn!
I tell you what,
we got 5 stars again! We're so good
farming
at this game.
farming stars for days, dude.
Thank you for the title of the episode.
That was so good. I can't believe it. Those hyperlanes, like we only started using those hyperlanes like 3/4 of the way through the game, and look at how many we have.
Yep.
Like, holy cow.
It's worth noting, we wouldn't have really been able to deal with the upkeep for them and increase their range if we hadn't previously focused on money and research, which is what we were doing from the very start.
Right, yeah. That early research lab, that was brutal, but I mean, it worked out, didn't it? I mean, we had so much tech.
I'm already envisioning in mind, like, you know, the world where we did that, but we also had the perk for the extra 40 earlier. And then we just started the whole chain, you know, 3 years earlier? What? Like, whew.
Yeah. Right? And wow. That was crazy. I feel like if we had more time, then expanding out to like the left and the right would have been great, because there was a couple of resource shortages here and there, and a couple of unspent opportunities perhaps in a couple of those places. But in a limited time game, I don't think you can complain too much about that. That was incredible.
Hardly complain about 5 stars right there. GG. Well played, friend.
Well, you well played. You played it.
We both played it. There was a lot of time there where I was trying to analyze something on the board, and then you mentioned a plan, and I was like, sorry, I was looking at something on the board. Can you repeat what you just said? And oftentimes, it was a plan that I had not even considered and was integral to the rest of the play that we were making. I really think that, like, this is a good demonstration of the 2 different ways that we approach games like this being able to come together to more than the sum of their parts. Or at least in an initial spread. I'm not necessarily saying that I would be able to match the trend if you focus on the game.
Yeah, I don't know. That was just such good fun. That was really, really good. It's such a great game as well, right? Like, it's just so simple, and yet, wow.
It's so straightforward and intuitive, and you really just get caught up in the kind of feedback pattern of setting up what looks like a mess initially, and then you find the way to generate the one resource that goes to the one planet that happens to pull everything together. It has that click moment that Rito talks about a lot, that just click, and it's constantly happening.
Yeah, and it's like when that first planet turns prosperous, and then they all follow. They all follow in this wonderful fashion, and
they all fall down like a house of cards. Checkmate.
Exactly. Uno, indeed. It's such a great game.
That's going to be fun. Slipways for today's, but hey, Orbital.
Yes.
I haven't checked in a while. What current series are you running on the channel for the good people that may be able to find a link in the description down below to a channel where they can find the games that you're about to say?
Honestly, a couple of pretty zany games at the moment. I'm trying to my New Year's resolution, so to speak, was just to play more like different types of games for a sort of one-off showcase sort of event, and that's been leading to like a whole bunch of really interesting sort of like management style games that I've been playing on the channel, and it's been great. It's like Slipways, right? I've been trying to broaden my horizons and see what other strategy games are out there, and Yeah, there's lots going on. There's always lots going on.
Sometimes you cast out a
Great.
net and you catch a mermaid, rather like Slipways here. I will also
Right,
say
exactly.
Slipways, the Steam page for it is going to be linked in the description down below. I also probably should have prefaced at the very start, the game is in is it early access or not even in early access? Can it even be gotten yet?
So it was a demo in the Steam Game Festival, but I don't believe that the demo is still up. So if you played it, then lucky you, but you're not going to be able to play it for another couple of months yet, I believe. Or at least a month, I think, roundabout that timescale.
Yes, apparently the planned release date for this is Q2 of 2021. However, there are beta signups open should you go to the announcements on their Steam page, which, again, will be linked in the description down below, along with the compatriot of mine's channel. For the moment, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you some other time.
Bye.